Welcome to Polyglot Podcast. I'm Christian, and today we have a special guest from Kazakhstan. Do I say your name correctly? Ayazhan Augangali?
Yeah, it's
Augangali.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're from Kazakhstan.
Yeah, I'm from Kazakhstan.
Which city in Kazakhstan? Sorry, I
Almaty.
didn't. Almaty.
Almaty.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you do for a living? Maybe a short introduction before I ask more questions.
Okay, nice to meet you today. Yeah, I'm from Kazakhstan, living in Almaty. Currently, I work as a recruiter. Yeah. So and what also? Yeah.
So I found you on Instagram. You have this learn Kazakh,
Yeah.
Kazakh Tili account. So this is a hobby only for you, or?
Yeah, it's only hobby. I'm not a teacher professionally, but it's only hobby.
Yeah. Do you also? Yeah. Do you also have private lessons for people?
No, but I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Planning.
Yeah. Now I wanted to first ask about maybe Kazakhstan through your background. So, for example, where were you born and where did you grow up in Kazakhstan?
Yeah,
Was it in Almaty?
I have born in Almaty and grow up here in Almaty, studied, graduated school, university in Almaty. So, whole my life, I lived in Almaty.
Yeah, and Almaty is the former capital, is it? And Nur Sultan is currently the capital, or?
Yeah, its previous capital is Almaty, and now it's Astana. Capital, its name is changed to Astana.
So it's changed from Astana to Nur Sultan, and then again from Nur Sultan to Astana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know the last change happened already.
Astana.
Yeah, and Astana is quite close to the border of Kyrgyzstan.
No, it's Almaty is close to Kyrgyzstan.
Yes. Almaty, I meant to say, yes.
Astana is north part of Kazakhstan.
Yeah. Somewhere, is it in the central?
Yeah, like in central, north, yeah.
Yeah. And how many people live in Kazakhstan? I don't remember. How many millions? Tens?
About 19 million, I think, or 20, yeah.
Yeah. And how many people live in your city, Almaty?
About 2 million.
2 million. Is Astana smaller?
Astana, yeah, it's smaller than Almaty.
Yeah. Okay. What about your parents and grandparents? Were they also born in Almaty or different parts of Kazakhstan?
Yeah, they was born in Almaty. Sorry, in Almaty also. But grandparents is from near to Taldykurgan city. It's like near to Almaty.
Yeah. Okay.
So parents sent me from Almaty.
Yeah, and I will soon ask about your language education, but before that, I want to ask about your parents and grandparents, for example. What languages do they speak as a native language, and then other languages that they can speak?
We speak Kazakh with each other, like with grandparents, parents at home. Also, sometimes use Russian. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this.
Yeah. And the younger people, they.
Yeah, younger people also speak in English, but older people, not every old people know English. So usually Kazakhstan.
Yeah. And So you spoke Kazakh with your parents when you
Yeah,
grew up.
my parents, yeah, friends.
Yeah. And at what age do you start school in Kazakhstan? Is it at the age of 6 or 7?
Uh, I started to 6 when I was
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was the education in Kazakh language or Russian?
I studied in Kazakh class, so yeah, in Kazakh.
Mm. And I guess in your parents' generation, it was still a Soviet Union, so
Yeah,
probably in Russian in their school times.
yeah, yeah. That time they studied in Russian.
Mm. And at what age did you start learning foreign languages? I guess Russian was the first for you, or
Yeah, Russian was first for me, and English we started on 5th grade at
mm,
school.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
In Finland, it used to be also that we started on third, fourth grade, but now it's different. They start on first grade. Is it has it changed in Kazakhstan from your times? Is it now on the
yeah,
first grade or third or something like that?
yeah, yeah. Now children start to learn English at 1st grade.
Yeah.
So
What did you say about Russian? When did you start? What grade did you start Russian?
Russian, usually at school, that time when I studied at school, we started on 3rd grade, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And everyone has to learn Russian. It's like
yeah,
mandatory.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have heard that in many Central Asian countries, um, the young people don't speak as well Russian as before, like in the Soviet times. Is this
Yeah.
correct, or what do you
Uh,
think?
It's like, let's say, yeah, something like this.
Or in Kazakh, I have
But
heard also that in Kazakhstan, people speak much more Russian than in Turkmenistan or
yeah,
Kyrgyzstan.
more, we use more Russian language than other Soviet Union countries. But um, I think older people more better speak in Russian.
Yeah, yeah. Um, how is the Kazakh education system? For example, in Finland, we have the elementary school from first to ninth grade, and then it's 3 years of high school. How is it in Kazakhstan?
Uh, Here we like elementary school is from 1st and to 4th grade. Then middle school from 5 to 9th grade, and after 9th grade you can like leave school and go to college or stay for high school, like it's 10th and 11th grade.
Yeah,
And now I think students study 12th grade, no, 12 years.
yeah. Okay, and you, what schools did you pick?
uh High school,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Then went to university and graduated.
Okay, and what did you study in the university?
Tourism,
Tourism. Okay.
yeah.
Uh, Bachelor or master's in?
Master's degree.
Yeah, and that's also like 5 years, 6.
Bachelor is 4 years and master is 3 years.
Hmm. And how big is the tourism industry in Kazakhstan? Is it like popular to study tourism in the
Yeah,
university?
it's now becoming more popular, and now tourism is like developing. So getting more popular.
Yeah. And what are the like best places in Kazakhstan where people from abroad come to?
Every city has its best places. Like in Almaty, it's high mountains, like skiing, sport games. Usually, tourists come to, and in Almaty, kind of nature and entertainment also.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your favorite places in maybe Almaty or in Kazakhstan, in the whole country?
In Almaty is mountains. I go to mountains, often with my friends.
Mm.
Also, in other cities, I have been only to Astana and Oskmen city. Astana is usually more like for entertainment thing. Yeah. Also, I want to visit Aktau. It's more becoming popular, so I want to see.
Aktau? What was it? Aktau.
Aktau.
Is it is it
Aktau.
a city or some
It,
nature place?
it's city. No, it's city in
Mm-hmm.
West Kazakhstan and near to Caspian Sea.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I want to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Kazakhstan is one of the like biggest countries in the world. So I guess it's how is it to move from place to place? Do you use mostly trains or buses or just private cars?
Usually trains and plane. For capital city, it takes about 1 hour on plane. Yeah. And on train, it's 1 day, maybe.
Yeah. How long is it from Almaty to the northern border, with like where the Russian Kazakh borders? Is it?
Is it the longest? I know, but I don't know how.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I think east to west is even longer, like maybe many thousands of kilometers.
Yeah, by train, my friend said that it took 3 days about to get from Almaty to West Kazakhstan.
Oh wow, 3 days.
But it was a few years ago. I don't know what about now, but a few years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think if I'm coming to Kazakhstan, I will have to have like my own car and just drive because it would take so much time. So have you also worked in the tourism industry, or are you currently a recruiter in this industry or in another one?
No, I work in another work. Uh, I have only small experiences on it, like on university years, like internship, but I haven't worked.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Back to your school time in Kazakhstan, when you went to school, what other languages could you pick to learn? Did you have any optional languages, like in middle school or high school?
No, that time when I studied, we had only Kazakh, Russian, and English. Any other languages?
Oh, okay. And do you know currently how has it changed? Can people study, for example, French or German or?
My youngest sister, she's on second grade, I think. She studied Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Chinese a common language to be studied in Kazakhstan, or has it become more common?
Yeah, it's now becoming
Yeah.
popular.
And what about your neighboring countries and their languages? Is it common in Kazakhstan that
Yeah.
people can speak Kyrgyz, Turkmen, Uzbek, these languages?
Yeah, we can understand each other. Here also a lot of Uzbek people, Kyrgyz people. So it's something like native languages, not native, relative languages.
Yeah.
So we can understand each other.
Yeah, they're in the yes, same language family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, what do you think? Which language is the easiest one to understand as a native Kazakh?
As a native Kazakh.
Yeah. Which other Turkic language, like the related languages, which of these is most like the easiest? Is it Kyrgyz or Uzbek, or which language do you
It's
think is the easiest one to understand?
Close is Kyrgyz language. It's almost like same, only some. And yeah, Kyrgyz, Uzbek is also
Yeah.
Kyrgyz is more closely than other languages.
Yeah. So do you have any like TV channels or radio, or do you have any exposure to Kyrgyz language?
No, I don't have any.
Yeah. Where did you how did you notice they are so similar, or where have you heard the Kyrgyz language in during your life?
I have met a lot of Kyrgyz people, and I have been in Kyrgyzstan. So when I heard the language, I understand.
Oh, okay. So if you speak with a Kyrgyz person, you can just speak Kazakh and they can respond in Kyrgyz and you can understand perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are there some like how big differences are there? Are there a lot of words that are different in Kyrgyzstan, Kyrgyz language?
Difference.
Yeah, are there like a lot of words that you notice that okay, this is very different. I cannot understand this word, or is it that you understand
No,
almost everything?
I'm not sure about it, but we understand each other like without any dictionary.
Okay, that's good. I have actually a few phrases that I want to try to say in Kyrgyz. I don't speak Kyrgyz. I have studied a bit Turkish in the past here in Finland, but I don't speak any Kazakh. But I will do my best to pronounce these
Yeah.
phrases. You can help after I have said the phrase. You can say the correct pronunciation. Okay,
Okay.
let's start. So, first one that I found was Salimitsiz Bey.
Yeah. Selimitsiz bir.
Uh,
Good. Perfect.
okay, did I say it correctly?
Oh, yeah, its pronunciation is good.
Okay, the Salimitsiz Bey is like plural, is it?
Yeah, it's plural.
Because I remember in Turkey, siz is like you in plural.
Selimitsiz bir, it's single, not plural.
Which one? How do you say it?
Selimitsiz bir, it's single, not plural.
Oh,
It's
this.
yeah.
Oh, this
not,
is. Okay, can you say what's singular and then plural?
Selimitsiz bir, it's single. Selimitsizdir mi, it's plural.
Oh, okay. So the beginning is the same.
Same. Yeah,
But
only ending.
yeah. What
Yeah.
was the ending in singular?
Selimitsizdir is ending for plural. Bir,
Dir.
it's like
Okay.
yeah.
Salimitsiz dir
mi.
me. Dir me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And is this the most common way to say hi, or which one do you use when you say hi to your friend?
For my friends, I use selam only, like hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salam.
Selam.
Salam. Okay, it's a bit. I think it's selam. Selam.
Oh,
Salam. Salam in Turkish. I don't.
yeah.
Yeah, I get mixed up because there are so many different. I think in Azeri it's maybe selam or
Yes.
salam. Selam. There are so small differences.
Yeah.
The next one I have here is Menin adım Christian.
Yeah. Менің атым Christian.
There's this N, like the Cyrillic N, which has some.
Yeah.
How do you
Like
say?
NG.
Is it N
Мен,
or N? Is it N?
yeah. Yeah.
Menin. Okay, Menin adım Christian. And
Yeah.
how do I ask what's your name?
Senin atın kim?
Senin adım kim?
Yeah.
Okay. Men Finlandiya'dan Finlandiya'danmın.
Good. Мен мен Финляндияданмын.
Men Finlandiya'danmın. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I will try to remember how do you say where are you in Turkish, but I cannot remember now. I cannot.
Okay.
Neredesin? Is it something similar in Kazakh?
Kaydasın. Where are
What?
you?
Yeah.
Kaydasın.
Haydasın.
Yeah.
Haydasın. Okay. Men Rovaniemi'de duramın. Rovaniemi, it's a city in northern Finland.
Rovania?
Rovaniemi.
Rovaniemi.
So, men Rovaniemi'de duramın.
Ramen. Yeah.
Duramın. Yeah. Men tilderdi uyrengendi.
Öğrengendi.
Ürengendi. Yeah, I like to learn languages.
Yeah.
Can you say once more?
Мен тілдерді үйренгенді ұнатамын.
Okay, yes, it continued there. Men tilderdi urengendi unatamın. Okay, my pronunciation is terrible. And the last one I have here is I want to travel to Kazakhstan. Men Kazakhstan, or is it silent? Is this a silent letter G? With Cyrillic G with
Yeah,
some
it's R.
Okay, and K with this kind of thing. Is it Ka?
Yeah.
Okay. Men Kazakhstan'a sayahattağım keledi.
Wow, good. Мен Қазақстанға саяхаттағым келеді.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think? Which letters are the most difficult ones for foreigners? Is it usually the ka and ra?
Yeah, sometimes these letters is difficult for foreigners. Also, like like sound same but different letters.
Which
It's like O, but this.
Like
Like
in
yeah.
it's not the one which is in Sale Metsiz. This is
Yeah.
not.
No, not this. It's like O, but in the middle has
Okay, I think I know what you're. I think it's the same in Mongolian. The O with the
yeah.
Okay, and that one is Ö. And what was the other one, which sounded quite similar?
It's yeah.
They sound quite similar.
Hmm?
They sound quite similar to me. We have in Finnish Ö.
Mm-hmm.
We have Ö, Ä, and Y.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
but and in Estonian, which is quite similar to Finnish, yeah, in the same family, they have one letter that we don't have in Finnish. It's U, U. It comes from, and that's a bit hard for Finns, but so I thought I would be good differentiating these Ö sounds, but I cannot actually tell the difference when you said those. Can you say once more both of the Ös?
Ö and Ö.
Ö, Ö,
Ö.
Ö,
Yeah. Ö.
Ö,
And Ö.
Ö. Was it
Ö.
Ö?
Like white? Yeah. Ö.
Did I say correctly, or which is when I say is this that one or the other
You said like O with this one.
Ah, it's okay.
Yeah.
And this one was like uh, uh,
Yeah.
uh,
Ö.
Was it a bit better now?
Yeah, it's more better.
Okay, okay. This is yeah, this is a bit hard. Um, so you said you haven't taught Kazakh to any foreigners yet.
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't taught, only lessons on Instagram, but
Yeah,
um,
yeah. Because I was going to ask about your experience, but you don't still have bit. So maybe in a few years, I'm going to ask this
yeah.
one again. Are there some things about Kazakhstan or Kazakh language that people haven't understood, or they have misconceptions, like they think Kazakhstan is like this, but it actually isn't? Like in Finland, for example, some people think we have polar bears, but we don't. Some people think it's all the time very cold, but in the summer it can be warm, like 30 degrees. So are
Mm.
there some misconceptions about Kazakhstan that
Mm.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we can continue from what do people usually know about Kazakhstan? If you have
Foreigner.
talked, yeah, for like foreigners.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Usually, I don't know really what they
Yeah.
know, but I think these days more people know about Kazakhstan. Yeah, but I watched or saw some movies like this kind of videos. When people ask what do you know about Kazakhstan, some people answer it like Borat. I haven't seen this
Yeah.
movie, but it's not like in Borat. It's really different.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, people, I think it's more becoming like, how to say, noun on foreigners, Kazakhstan.
Yeah. So maybe people don't know that much. I think I have the image that people maybe don't know that much about Kazakhstan, and some people know maybe Borat, but I mean in Finland we always knew that it's not about Kazakhstan. I think the movie is more about mocking Americans because Americans are not, okay, not all, but some are not that good in geography. I think they
Yeah.
are not mocking Kazakhstan. I think they are mocking Americans because they the characters Borat and Azamat. I think you don't know the characters in the movie.
No, I don't know. I haven't
Okay,
seen.
the main character Borat has an agent whose name is Azamat, and Azamat is actually Armenian, and he speaks Armenian in the movie. And
Yeah.
Borat speaks a mix of Hebrew, Polish, I don't know, many other languages. And I think it's so funny that some people think that's actually Kazakhstan because, yeah, in Finland, I think most people they know that, yeah, yes, it's not Kazakhstan. It's filmed in Romania, and yeah,
And it's not.
yeah.
Oh,
But
it's
yeah,
okay.
I think the movie has also brought some like popularity for Kazakhstan and made it much more well known than
Maybe. Maybe.
some. Yeah. Uh, which year were you born? I think you maybe weren't that old when the movie Borat was published in 2006 or seven, I think.
No, I have born earlier. Then.
I mean, maybe you were so young at the time. Maybe you,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, maybe.
yeah.
I
Were you born in the 90s or 2000s?
1997.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So you were 10 or 11. So I guess, yeah, that's why you didn't know that much about it.
Yeah.
What are some things in Kazakh culture that are really important?
Oh, we have like a lot of traditions, which is important for every Kazakh people, like from our born to our like grow up.
Mhm.
Really, a lot of like traditions, cultures. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Kazakh people are nomadic people, or not anymore, but I mean, there are still nomadic people in, in the in the country, I guess.
Yeah, in previous we lived as a nomad. Yeah,
Yeah,
moved summer, winter.
yeah, with yurts and horses.
Yeah, yeah.
How many are there still people living the nomadic lifestyle in Kazakhstan?
Mm, no, no, we don't live nomadic.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that the majority of people live in cities, but I was thinking, are there like a small percentage, like some people who still live nomadic
No,
lifestyle?
yeah, people live in villages, but no nomadic. They live in same place.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah. And do you
but
know?
also, yeah, speak.
Yeah. Do you know when Kazakh people started shifting more to living in the villages and cities? Was it in Soviet period, or do you know about this?
I think it's on Soviet period when we was in Soviet Union. I'm not
Yeah,
sure it. Yeah.
yeah. And what's the biggest religion? Is it Islam in Kazakhstan?
Yeah. It's biggest is Islam. Christian is also like
Yeah.
mm,
So are most of the traditions connected somehow to religion or more to maybe Kazakh traditional traditions?
usually Kazakh traditional like also is it's mixed with religion and has changes, no?
Yeah.
But usually old Kazakh traditions we saved.
Yeah. And what are some of the most important traditions you have?
Most important, from our birth, we have like different traditions for like people as they grow up. Like after 40 days, baby born, we have their first tradition. Then, yeah.
Yeah, 40 days after the birth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we have baptism, so maybe this is some kind of like similar but Kazakh ritual for the babies when they're born. Do you give in this ritual the name for the baby, or do they already
So
have?
we give name when baby born. Like we call imam usually,
Yeah.
and to baby's ear we like how to say it, azan. We call it azan shakru. Imam says baby's name to his ears 3 times. So like this, it's on traditionally.
And the parents, I guess the parents have picked the name and told the imam,
Yeah,
or does the imam choose it, or how?
no. Parents choose name for
Mm.
their baby and calls imam when they come to home and after, like, so makes this tradition.
Mm.
Sometimes baby's grandfather do this.
Oh,
Sometimes,
okay. Oh, sometimes when the imam doesn't do it, the grandfather of the baby.
yeah, it depends on like their choices. Choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes grandfathers do it. Sometimes imams.
Okay. Do you know who did it for you? Was it the imam or your grandfather?
I didn't think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Uh,
My grandfather, I think.
yeah. Okay. When I think about Kazakh names, I cannot think about of course Nur Sultan Nazarbayev. I think I know, and but can you tell some boys and girls names from Kazakhstan, the traditional Kazakh names? Like you can just name a few.
Yeah, okay. Now is popular boy is Dimash Kudaibergenov, but his real name is Den Mohammed, so it's like
Mhm.
Dimash name,
Yeah.
short name. Also, who also?
You can just say what names are really typical to Kazakhs. Like in Finland, we have names that are really popular for boys, for example, are Antti, Pekka, Mikko, like a lot
Mhm.
of like double consonants. And girls' names, they are quite international. International names like Maria, Hanna, Ella, Venla, I don't know. So maybe you
Yeah.
can name a few Kazakh names that are really like uh, popular names to give for babies.
Yeah, for example, Ali Khan, my younger brother,
Yeah.
Ali Khan, uh, Sultan, we have a lot, and Aybek, oh, also like Rawan, Rustam, something like this.
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, for girls, usually Guljan, Ayjan, Aygul, Aziza, Asiem. Yeah.
And normally when you hear a name, how do you know if it's okay? This is a hard question, but yeah, how do you know if it's a boy or a girl? Because, for example, in Spanish or Italian, usually if it ends with an O, it's a boy, and usually when it ends with an A, it's a girl. But so, for example, we have a name Pekka or similar names which end in A,
Yeah.
but they are actually boys' names. So Finnish people who have gone abroad and they have an A letter in the end, people were expecting a female, but then it was a male. So maybe so it's quite hard to know if a name is a girl's or boy's name if it's a traditional Finnish name. So is there any logic behind, or can you hear, like, see from the form if it's a boy or a girl?
Yeah. What do you add for boys? What letter?
No. In Finnish we don't. It's totally random. But in Spanish, Italian, for example, it's for example, Alessandra is a girl, but Alessandro is
Uh,
boy. Or
uh,
Mario, boy, and Maria, girl.
mhm. For girls, we usually add gul, Jan, like gul, it means flower, Jan, it's soul. So Ayazhan.
Oh,
For boys, we usually add Han or Bek. It's means like how to say they called like Bek and Han. Previous time we called people who was responsible for some like teams or for nations, like king. It means so Aybek and Ayjan. I it's moon. Aybek it's like it's for boy name, and Aygul it's girl name. It's so
Mm.
we have something like this.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah, but no, for all names we add some names. We add Jean, good. Usually when people have like oh, I forgot this word in English. Twins,
Yeah.
boy and girl. So they call like Aybek, Ayjan, Nurbek, Gül.
Yeah.
Something.
Okay. Wow, that's really interesting. Does Kazakhstan have a national epic? Like, I think Kyrgyzstan has the Manas epic, and because I cannot remember now.
Yeah. Kazakhstan. I'm not sure, but we have not national, but like important songs or how it
Yeah.
calls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Important and historical
Mm.
songs we have, but not national.
Yeah. Okay. And what about we talked about birth. Later in life, I guess wedding is one of the most important happenings and events in your life. What maybe you can talk about maybe wedding and funeral, and if there are some other important rituals.
It's also most important tradition, like wedding. Before wedding, when like girl and boy date with each other, before wedding, their parents like let's say meet with each other uh, to know each other better, and they have their first tradition. It calls like Tattashai. Uh, Parents was like girls and boys parents meet with each other with their children and discuss about their marriage. Yeah.
So this is called Tattishai.
pet shy. Yeah, they
Pet shy.
just go somewhere to eat together.
Okay, before you continue, I want to ask a few things about this tatlı shy. So this is when the girl and boy know they want to get married, and they are
Yeah,
asking the permission from the parents, right?
yeah, yeah. When they decided to get married and their parents meet with each other.
And so I guess you have to be quite serious about the relationship at that point.
Serious? Maybe.
I mean, if you have a tatlı shy, you're not thinking, okay, maybe I will find someone else and maybe we won't get married. I think this so it's
when
quite serious, this tatlı shy.
it's serious when you exactly decided to like get married and to connect with each other. So we make that shy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, what do you think when you meet someone and start dating?
Yeah,
How long does it take to reach tatlı shy?
it depends on people.
Okay,
Really
yeah,
who dated 5 years, and I have friends who dated only 1 month, and
okay,
like this.
yeah, and
Yeah,
so before that, it's quite serious to bring someone you're dating to meet your parents because here in Finland it's the like you probably know the dating culture is different. So I'm currently married, but before when I wasn't, I just took uh some girls, but I mean those girls who I dated and with whom I was in relationship, I brought to my home, but that was no big deal for us.
yeah, it's okay. People usually like treat their girlfriends or boyfriends with their parents, but before they decided to marriage.
Okay, so they can
And
like go
they
to.
just broke up and next girl or next boy. So
Okay. So they might meet the parents already before the tatlı shy, but the tatlı shy, both parents
yeah, both.
are there, and okay. So yeah, I think I got it
Yeah.
now.
Also, we have traditions that like in Kazakhstan here, like before when we lived like nomadic, how to say,
Nomadic
there are,
lifestyle.
yeah, not nomadic before, even before that, we divided to 3 types in Kazakhstan: first, second, and third. It calls like Jews, Olojus, Ortajus, Kshijus.
Are those like clans?
Not
Or,
clans.
I know.
It's like, yeah, it's not like clans. It's all Jews is same, but uh, for example, Olojus was responsible for east-west part for Kazakhstan, and Ortajus for middle part of Kazakhstan, and Kshijus for west part of Kazakhstan. They was responsible for these regions, and
Okay.
all of these Jews had their own like we called B. It's like now it's like mayor or like city mayor. Yeah, something like this, and one king for whole country.
Okay.
Yeah, so we now still we have this tradition, like we have 3 juices: ortak, olo, and on these juices we have ru. It's like it's families, like families For example, orta жүз has how to explain it? If you are same ru, it's like how to say, it's family name.
Okay.
Name. If you have same ru, you can't get married.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. My English is in English.
So it's not a clan, or is there?
It's not clan. It's to save
is it some kind of a like hierarchical class? Like there are different classes in the society, like not like that.
No, it's not like this. All people are like, for example, you are on Ulujus. It doesn't depend on like you are more like higher. Your status is higher than. Yeah, it's not like this. It's to know like we can be relatives, so relatives can get married. So we saved this to save our blood. We call it in Kazakh blood. I think it's like we are relative. Oh, my English is not good to explain it.
Yeah, but so there is some so these three Kazakhstan is divided into three. Was it these Jews? This is some is it administrative region or not? Or...
No, now we don't have administrative regions,
Okay.
but before Soviet Union, before we was like Kazakhstan, we had administrative regions for each Jews, but now we live all together, and it's something like to save us more better, protect us, something like this. So if you are same Jews, you can get married with. But if you have same rule inside of Jews, we have like rules. It's something like let's say, for example, your mother and grandfather, it's something, ulujus. And their children might be first children, second children, third children, and their rules, like, and first and second children, like their relatives, so they can't get married with each other. So it's also something like this.
Yeah. Okay.
If you are same rule, you can't. So usually people ask when they start to date, what is your rule?
So which rule, which Jews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you know rule, Jews, it's only 3 Jews. You and Jews is it? Usually we ask only rule.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, before marriage, age, yeah, we ask about this and about our like 7, outside 7 fathers, like father.
Like ancestors, lineage, like ancestors are, yeah. I mean generations, like.
Yeah, generations.
Yeah.
If you same grandfather, like even it's our grandfather's grandfather, it's one.
Mhm.
First, we can't get married.
Yeah.
Before 7 hour, like.
Oh, so 7 generations back, you have to.
Yeah, if our one generation before 7 is same, we can't get married.
Oh,
because
okay.
because we're relatives, so brother and sister, so we can't get married.
Yeah, but you cannot have any of the 7 generations. You cannot have the same ancestor.
Yeah, if you have same father in somewhere before 7, we can't get married.
Yeah. Okay, so just father's lineage, like father,
Yeah,
father's father, grandfather, grandfather's father, and like that.
yeah, fathers, but also also in mothers when it's really close. Yes, but usually we pay attention for fathers.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's
Yeah,
interesting. And
it's, uh,
the wedding is it the most important
yeah,
ritual in or event in the life of
mm,
a Kazakh?
yeah. One of the most important. We do it 2 times, like before girls' family, then boys' family do wedding.
Yeah.
When girls' family do it, called like Kazatu. It's like give your daughter to another family.
Mhm.
There are different traditions. Usually, a girl wear our traditional dress on this day.
Yeah.
Kazatu. Yeah, and after that we do wedding ceremony. Yeah,
So
on board. Not one day.
one day you eat with both sides of the, like the brides and the bridegroom's family, and another day the wedding, or
Usually another.
everything, or is everything in the same day?
No, another day,
Oh,
because it's a lot of time before like first wedding. Kazatu boy's family, parents and his family come to girl's home and bring to girl, how to call this one.
which one?
2 years we
Earring?
yeah, earring, yes. Well, we were to our ears, and girl boy's parents give to girl the future, like uh, and present your present to him, or give to
Yeah.
her this one. I really
Yeah,
forgot how to.
earring.
Yeah, yeah.
And how
And,
many? Yeah, how many people usually attend to a Kazakh
mm,
wedding? Are they big, or what's normal in Kazakhstan?
usually it's big. It's more than 100 people sometimes. We make on big, like wedding halls, restaurants. So usually more than 100 people.
Yeah, but not like 1,000.
No, no.
Okay. Yeah, because I've heard there are places where they invite everyone from the whole village. Some countries, yeah, in Finland, I think over 100 is, yeah, it's big. I think most weddings are something between 50 and 100, I think. Uh, so yeah, 100 is, yeah, that sounds quite normal to me. Or 200, 200, yeah, 200 is definitely big, but my family, for example, is quite big. My mom has 7 brothers and 4 sisters, So my uncles and aunts' weddings were big. They all had probably over 100 guests. But other families who don't have that big families, maybe, yeah, maybe 50 to 60 is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll ask a few more questions because I promised you about 1 hour in duration. So we are um, soon soon ready. But I wanted to ask more about the traditions. If there is something about, I don't know, funeral or other important rituals that come into your mind.
About traditions. Yes.
Yeah, like after wedding is what are there any important ones?
Yeah, I want to continue about wedding.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's not the starting of wedding tradition when
Yeah.
boys they come to girl's house. After because Zato it's first like wedding when girl's family do wedding.
Mhm.
Boy's family took girl to their house after the ceremony and make her first uh, traditions on his house, like it calls Otka Mai Kuyu, Bit Ashar.
Okay, that's a long name. Yeah.
Yeah, Otka Mai Kuyu. It's when after Zato girl came to boy's house, mm, like on boy's house, they make also like how to say sweets, some foods for their family. They also wait for their new uh, mm, new uh, new girl,
Mhm.
like uh, Otkamaiqyo. It's I think it's like like one of the old tradition. So after that we do Bit Ashar, then wedding. Like,
Mm.
then,
And
yeah,
after wedding, does the couple move, or
yeah,
does the woman move to the man's house and or
yeah. After Zato, she moves to boy's house. Then after wedding, when all this ceremony is finished, the like boy usually first boy's family like parents invite a girl's relatives and family to their house to show them their like uh, relatives,
yeah.
like to know each other better, and then girl's family invite the boy's family.
Mm. In Kazakhstan, do couples live alone, just husband and wife, but or also uh, husband's parents, or maybe the wife's parents, or how is it in Kazakhstan?
Mm, sometimes it's boys' family, sometimes they live alone. Like it depends on them how they decide.
Okay, yeah, yeah, because in here in Finland, almost nobody lives with their own
Uh,
parents or even their husbands or wives' parents. So that's really, really
uh,
rare here. But yeah, I know in some countries it's almost like my friend who's from Iran, he said, yeah, that almost everyone there. I don't know, almost everyone, but most of the people, like guys, the boys stay at their parents' place, and when they get married, the wife comes there, or maybe they go some. But anyways, so it's not that common in some countries that the couple lives alone without someone's parents. So that's why I wanted to ask that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything more you wanted to say about the weddings or some other traditions still?
Mm, I think that's all about wedding.
Yeah. And is are funerals important in Kazakhstan, or is there uh, any traditional rituals regarding funerals in Kazakhstan, or is it just normal? I don't know how normal funerals are in Islam, but in Christian countries we usually just, yeah, we are in the church, and then we have this hole in the ground, then we uh, lower the casket uh, in the in the hole, and then we put some sand or something on it, and that's it. But I don't know how in Islam funerals are, but I don't know if our traditional funerals in Kazakhstan similar to other funerals in other Islamic countries.
When you are wedding?
Funeral, when you die.
When you die.
Yeah, funeral.
Yeah. Yeah, also when people die, mm, like we make, what's it? We cook food. His like something like his last, not last, because a lot of people came to this house, that person's house who dead, and we make like farewell ceremony with people. Yeah, something like this. Then there are also some like Islamic traditions we call imam, and he reads some pray or like
prayers.
Yeah, and usually that persons who that if he has children, like sons, they go to make, how to say it, crop sorry, I don't know this word in English.
Can you remember in Russian? Maybe I know the translation.
Могила.
Okay, I don't know this one.
Where we put people.
What?
Like on. Sorry, I will translate it.
Yeah.
Grave.
Yeah. Okay, grave.
Yeah, usually only men go to make grave for that person who died. Yeah, and also it's like it has some rules how to make it correctly. Grave.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we don't put people to this like box.
Yeah,
sorry.
casket.
We don't put people with okay, we don't put.
With a cloth like made from like
Yeah,
fabric,
with white.
cloth.
Yeah. Yeah, and something like this. And after 7 days, we also met with our relatives to his grave, and go to his grave and pray for him, for that person. And after 40 days, again go to grave and pray for him, like for us.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I think that was all from me. Do you still have any questions or anything you want to add here at the end about Kazakhstan or anything else? Or maybe tell some people why to learn maybe Kazakhstan or visit Kazakhstan.
Yeah. Now Kazakhstan is becoming more popular among foreigners, so I would recommend tourists to visit Kazakhstan, like beautiful nature, beautiful places we have, and what else? About weather, we have like cold weather. It can be -50 on some regions, and hot summer, like can be up to 50 degree. And about Kazakh language, I think one of the hardest languages, Kazakh language. Most people usually make mistake on endings. Like, yeah, as I understood when I do these classes on Instagram, most people confuses on endings.
Yeah, the case endings, you mean? Like,
Yeah.
In from we have also the same in Finnish actually. And that's in Finnish also hard for foreigners because you have to put, if it's in, I mean in Turkish you put da, for example, or Finlandia. Okay, Finlandia da, in Finland. We would say in Finnish Suomessa. Suomi, Finland. Suomessa, in Finland. From Finland, I think Finlandia dan in Turkish. How do you say in Kazakh?
Finlandiadan.
Oh, okay, yeah. And in Finnish, Suomesta. Not sa, but sta. The same thing when we have 15 cases. So we have a lot of cases. I think Turkish has 7 or 8, and Kazakh probably also, like nominative, genitive. Yeah, I think 6 or 7. How much was it?
What?
The case grammatical cases. Was
7,
it?
yeah.
7. Yeah. Anyways, thanks a lot for telling about Kazakhstan, the culture, the language. You're the first. Yeah, I think you're the first Kazakh people with whom I have talked, and it was really nice to hear from a native Kazakh about the traditions, about all sorts of stuff about your country. I would definitely want to visit Kazakhstan and all of the Central Asian countries in the future. So hopefully I will get the chance in the future to visit your beautiful big country. And yeah, thanks for having the time to talk with me and to all of us about Kazakhstan.
Thank you too for inviting.
Yeah. Thanks for all of you who listened, and we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.